first things first, I just want to bring attention to the fact that I realize my nails are messed up. I have been biting at my thumb for a whole week, and this one just won't come off. I don't know why, but I'm aware. Y'all don't have to let me know. I know. I'm gonna get my life together one day.
No, but literally.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is basically a follow-up to my first video, how guys treat me since losing weight, and I just kind of wanted to flip the script and make a video from my perspective because I feel like I treat guys a lot differently since losing 100 pounds, and I just want to kind of talk about it because, you know, I like to talk. I feel like age and weight are two big things that kind of direct me in how I move with men nowadays. When I was bigger, at my heaviest, I was like 18, 19 years old. And so obviously I move differently now because I'm about to be 22 in a month, you feel me? Like, I'm more gangster now. I've had my feelings hurt a couple times. You can't finesse me like you could finesse me when I was 19 years old. You ain't getting over on me, bro. Like, it's just different, you feel me? But then also the 100-pound weight loss does play a big roll into that. I just want to preface this by saying, and I said this in my first video, listen, I feel like I've always been cute. Even when I was bigger, like, I had big girl swag. And I'm gonna insert some pictures so y'all can see that, like, I was carrying the weight. Like, I should have really gotten the plus size modeling because I was cute. I still ain't cute, but I just feel like I was so plush and just like soft looking, like, ooh, I'm a cuddle with her. It seemed like when I would talk to guys, I could never find a guy who I felt was the whole package. So if I was really attracted to a dude and I just thought he was super cute, it seemed like he didn't have like his stuff together. He wasn't in school, or he was just living wrong, or, you know, I went through this little thug phase, and I might make a video about that. I'll have to talk to my mom before I tell y'all about the thug phase, because people be reporting back to my mom about my videos. And I don't want her to be blindsided. He really had his stuff together. It seemed like he wasn't that cute. And I was just like, I want both. I want someone I'm attracted to and someone I, like, see is about something and has goals for the future. Enter my ex. He walked into my life and I was like, wow. I was really taken aback because he's just everything that I wanted. Like, he had already graduated from college. I thought he was really cute. You feel me? He was an ex-football player, fine. You feel me? Nice little brown skin. You know, just my type. Just my type. He actually pursued me for like 6 months before I even like gave him my number, which I was like, oh, he persistent too. I like that. I like that. Consistency is key. And take me out on a date, and the date went really, really good. Like, I was like, wow, I really like him. I can't believe I've been like blowing him off for 6 months. I was smitten, so to speak. Like, I was sprung. He had me sprung for sure. That was one situation where Max was sprung off his personality. You feel me? Personality. I did like him as a person, though. The first couple months of a relationship is always really good, and then after you settle in and y'all like past the honeymoon phase, so to speak, and you really get to know each other, I started to see some things that were some red flags. I don't really want to get too much into like specifically what he was doing, but there were just things that I felt was disrespectful. Long to the short, he was like really flirty with other girls, and I just felt like, are you serious? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you serious? And he would do things like he would be flirty over Instagram, and it would really get to me because it's like, wow, this is like a public forum, you feel me? Like, you kind of got me out here looking stupid. And so we would just get into arguments over that, and I would always end up like feeling like I was tripping or just talk myself into like dealing with it. One part that I didn't mention is that when I met him, I was 200 pounds. At my heaviest, I was 250, and my current weight is 145. So I really met him at a time when I was in the middle. I was still thick, and I was in the process of still losing weight. So I was still weighing myself. I was still eating very good. I was still, you know, trying to make gains and trying to lose and just trying to live a healthy lifestyle. When I weigh myself or measure my waist, I would always be like, oh, babe, like, I lost 5 pounds, or I lost another inch on my stomach, or I can get into these jeans. And his response would always be, you know, babe, I'm I'm gonna love you regardless of your size. Or he would say, it doesn't matter how big you are, I think you're beautiful. I don't care about your size. I love you regardless of your weight. Like stuff like that. And okay, I'm just really talking to my big girls right now. When a guy, especially, I remember being a big girl and having him tell me he didn't care what my weight was, what my size was. He was attracted to me regardless. Like, that for me was everything. Because of that, it created this weird toxic loyalty I had to him, because I felt like it doesn't matter if I gain all this weight back, like he's gonna want me. I also felt like, I lose this weight and guys are gonna be getting at me, right? And this is actually something that's happened, like dudes who, when I was 50 pounds heavier, didn't give me a second look in my DMs under my pictures now, versus I have someone who likes me and is with me at this size, and I could be smaller, he's still gonna like me. I just kind of felt like I'm not gonna find someone like him again, and I need to hold on to this. Fortunately, I feel like a lot of bigger girls think the way that I thought. No one else is gonna want me, so let me just stick with what I got. And that's really what I did, and I put up with like disrespect for a minute before I finally was like, I'm done. It took a minute. You could ask my friends. I used to just be over there like, all right, Mecca. Well, let us know when you finna leave him. You to the breaking point. You have to get there yourself. So fast forward, I lose all this weight, and all of a sudden, dudes are at me like, that was at your girl. They're at your girl currently. I've just dealt with a situation where I felt like there were things that he did that I didn't approve of or I didn't appreciate, and I was always quick to let him know, like, no. Maybe this is something like a negative part of it. At this point, I don't give guys a chance. Like, if I say I don't like something and you don't fix it, then I get irritated and I'm be like, I'm a dick, because you feel me? I could pull anyone I want to. And that's not even being cocky at this point. Like, that's my mindset. And it takes a lot to lose 100 pounds. It takes a lot to lose 5. But to have the persistence, the discipline, the consistency, literally the willpower to like keep it going and lose 100 pounds. I didn't lose 100 pounds overnight, you feel me? Like, that took a year or two that I was consistently grinding. And because of that, I just have a mindset now that I can do anything that I put my mind to. Like, there's nothing I can't do. If I'm determined, I'm gonna get it done. And because of that, I need someone to match my fly. You feel me? And if you're not grinding, if you don't have a certain amount of drive, then I can't deal with you. I don't feel like my standards are really outlandish in a relationship. So if you're not meeting them, then it's like, dang, Negro, like, you're not even meeting the bare minimum, boo. You're not doing the bare minimum. No, my personality is like 10 out of 10. I'm kind of intelligent. I'm okay to look at. Mom, stop yelling! This body positive movement, see, this wasn't something that was going on when I was first starting my weight loss journey, and I kind of wonder if it had been going on, would I have went so hard in losing weight? Because if you watch my previous videos, you know that I started losing weight because I wanted to snatch me a little daddy. And if I had felt like I could snatch and keep a little daddy 100 pounds heavier, I don't think I would have tried to lose the weight. And once I started losing weight, I obviously realized I felt better. I was in much better health, and my reasons changed. But just this, like, my initial reasoning. Too many heavier set girls feel like how I felt when I was in my relationship with my ex, like, guy who likes us for us, and not the way that we look. That we have to do everything to keep him, because honestly, who's gonna like us? Like, who is gonna like us besides him? Or how long will it be until the next boy who gives us a second look comes around? Like, I remember being the big friend at the party who dudes weren't trying to dance with, and that seems like something very small and minimal. But I know, as a big girl, I know for big girls, and as a former big girl, when I would go to the party with my friends and just stand there and watch them dance, like, that was something that was kind of like, yeah. When baby boy would always tell me like he didn't care what size I was. It made me feel really accepted. That's all anyone wants, is just to feel accepted, especially when you feel like an outcast and you feel different, and someone's like, I don't care about that, I like you for you. I feel like sometimes that creates like this toxic dependency on the person, and at least that's what happened for me. And I found myself putting up with a lot of things that, in hindsight 2020, there's no way in hell I should have been putting up with that. There's so many fish in the sea. It's kind of crazy. Like, to think that there's only one person out there who will find you attractive physically and mentally is just ludicrous. I don't even know why I thought like that. That not thinking like that has made my life a lot easier, especially when dealing with boys. Like I said, if you do something that pisses me off, I get on. I'm not about the drama. You're not about to stress me out. It's 2018. I'm living my best life. I'm about to be out here glowing with a man or without a man. You feel me? That's really important. We need to tell our young girls. It wasn't my mom who made me think that if I leave him or me leaving him, I won't find no one else. It's honestly society. It's the images we project. It's us only showing skinny girls, or only showing white girls, or only our representation on our standards of beauty are evolving, and I think that that's something that is long overdue. It actually needs to move a little bit faster, because what has happened is girls grow up and see certain images, and then in adulthood find themselves putting up with things because subconsciously they think that they're not worthy, and you think that you're not worthy of the love of anyone else. And I was a victim of it, straight up. You don't think that we talk about how much comfort is important in a relationship, and when someone really makes you feel comfortable, not only with them but with yourself, that can be really powerful. Our goal as women should be to make ourselves feel comfortable by ourselves. Like, we shouldn't need men to make ourselves feel comfortable. Me losing weight, it's something that started for strictly the aesthetics, and as time progressed, it became something that I wanted to do for me. And I feel like that's the attitude that everyone should have. This should be something that I'm doing for myself so that I can be comfortable in the skin that I'm in. Things that I'm doing now, like if you watch my previous video, you guys know that next week I'm going to get my breasts done. I'm getting a breast augmentation and lift. That's something that I'm strictly doing for myself. I don't even have a man right now. You know, there's no one. I want to look at my titties. You feel me? I want to look good for me. And if you don't want to treat me with respect, then you don't need to be in. Then you don't need to be in my life. And just don't make the same mistakes that I did. Don't hold on to situations or people that are unneeded because they trash. In my last video, men are psychopaths. We all know that. Just find you a psychopath who respects you and loves you and treats you like a queen. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in my next video.